Sentinels took over Seattle. Hey, what's going on, guys? Six Paths here. I went to Red Bull home ground. I'm back home in Orlando, Florida, and man, TLDR, the event was a 10 out of 10. Shout out to Red Bull for sponsoring this event. It was absolutely an amazing experience. It was better than when I went to VCT back in July. So what a great way to kick start the off season. Now, if you guys don't know, Sentinels, YFP, Cloud9, Moist Rebellion, they played in a mini tournament in Seattle. And if you were a Sen fan, you had the best time of your life. Tens was there, Tarek was there, Rob Moore was there. I'm gonna throw up some videos, some clips, some pictures that I took at the event. It was very, very fun. The event started at 10 a.m. and it ended at 9 p.m. And I was staying at a hotel literally right down from the venue. I got to the venue 10 minutes before the doors even opened, because the doors opened at 10. I got there around 9:50. There was already a line of like 100 people outside the venue just to get inside the building. Nothing has started. There was like 100 people waiting just to get inside the building. And once you got in, there was just rows of hundreds of seats. There was a little section behind the rows of seats where Tyson and Tarek were co-streaming. In the back, there was a merch line. Sentinels, obviously, they have their own merch booth because very popular team that people, there was a long ass line just to get merch for Sen. So I got some merch there. Got 2 t-shirts, 2 pins, because I already bought a whole bunch of merch back when I went to VCT in LA. So I already had a majority of the merch there. I was just missing the t-shirts and the pins, which I got there. And then there was a super long line for the meet and greet that happened around 10:30. Tyson, Tarek, Sean Garris, they were taking photos with fans. Unfortunately, that line was too long and they only took photos for about 45 minutes. And then afterwards, they closed off the line. So they didn't get a chance to get a photo with Tyson or Tarek, but I did get Tarek's signature on my Sen jersey. He was actually the first signature on there. And then Tyson and Ludwig, I got a chance to say what's up to them as they were walking around the venue. But in terms of the matches itself, really fun to watch, really entertaining event. Just seeing the fans get very passionate about these matches, and the fact that there was literally hundreds of Red Bull cans fueling all these people in attendance. It was just it was a great watch. You could have came in and out the venue if you wanted to. There was re-entry available, and there was just so much going on that I never even left the venue. I was there the entire 12 hours essentially. There was food trucks outside the venue. I paid $20 for a burrito, but I'm not gonna lie, that was a good ass burrito. I'm not even saying that because it was expensive or anything like that. It was actually a good ass burrito. It was $20 though, but I give it like an 8.5 out of 10 for that burrito there. In terms of the Sen match itself, when they were going against YFP, I was sitting on the second row to the front. I was on broadcast a couple of times. You can also hear me a couple of times on the broadcast. I was rewatching it on the flight back to Florida, and we were getting fucking lit. There was the first like 4 rows to the front. We're getting lit as fuck, loud as fuck on broadcast. You might have seen us a couple of times, but there was also just Sen fans all over the building as well. We could have been louder, I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot of red jerseys, a lot of Sen fans in the building. We could have gotten way louder, not gonna lie, but the people that did get loud, they got loud. They got hype as fuck. It got to the point where I was even barking with Zelsis, dude. When Zelsis was walking out for the Cloud9 match, he literally looked at me and barked at me. We started barking together. That's how hype we were fucking getting. But back to the YFP match. They on broadcast. You guys might have seen it and also heard them. There was a group of like 5 or 6 guys that were chanting loud for YFP. Not gonna lie, I didn't know they had fans at all. But there was like a group of 5 or 6 guys that were chanting for YFP, and they were loud. They were talking that banter. They were talking that shit to Sen fans. But it was fun to talk shit right back. Thrilling game just to see Sentinels come back on map 3, Icebox, down 7-12 to bounce back, win 7 rounds in a row to win the series and go against Cloud9. Redux, man, that kid is something special. Just his responses to the interview. I was literally right behind the camera. I was literally like 2 feet away from him from when he was doing the on-camera interview after they won the YFP match. His responses great, confidence high. I dapped him up right on camera after the interview. You don't see the dap up, you don't see me on there, but you see him that he looks my direction, he daps me up. Really cool kid, really talented. They were definitely trying something new with the lineups, because I was curious, Redux, a duelist main, how he was going to fill in. And he was playing controller, and then on Icebox, the crucial map to win the series, he was in his jet, and he did great. He played great. He played good. It was nice to see Curry out there as well. Curry, our sixth man. He was the most mellow out of everyone on the team. He just came in. He looked locked in, looked relaxed, was just ready to play. And Curry was a big part of that comeback on Icebox. So shout out to Curry. He made a couple of great plays, honestly, a couple, not even one or two, a couple of great plays to fuel that comeback. So shout out to Curry. Very nice to see him up there. He was the only player I didn't get a chance to get a photo or a signature with. I was waiting for quite a bit. I'm not sure if he came out at all, but the only player that I didn't get a photo with, but I got photos with John QT. He recognized me from chatting in his stream, so cool of him to recognize me there. Zal says we had a nice little chat there. He sent me best wishes, safe travels. So thank you for that. Zal says really cool dude. Obviously, in terms of my personality, my energy, I feel like it matches best with Zelsa. So shout out to him. Zekin, really cool, really respectful dude. Just very cool. And then Redux, man, that kid cool as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, that kid cool as fuck. We hit a killer pose for the photo. I ain't gonna lie. And if Sentinels don't pick up Redux, I have a feeling that we're going to see him in a Sen uniform in the future. I don't think this is going to be the last time we see Redux in red. So if we don't pick him up as an off-season move, I think he'll be a part of Sen in the future. I spoke with Sean Garris. If you guys don't know, he's one of the coaches in the VCT. I don't believe he's currently coaching, but very knowledgeable person. I asked him, I got a signature on my jersey as well, but I asked him a question. I asked him, how does he believe that Sentinels are going to perform this year after Tense and Saucy no longer a part of the roster? And he said, well, they're going to be missing experience is the biggest thing. Obviously, Tense, Saucy, ton of experience. So the one thing that they're going to be having less of is just experience, which is just so important when you're a professional. And I asked him who does he believe would fit best with the roster spots? And he said, well, he believes that there needs to be like a young player, like a young prodigy, someone coming up, someone like Redux. And he also mentioned that there needs to be another experienced player, another experienced controller player to fill in. So I mentioned, what does he think about the idea of Xander joining the team? And he said, yeah, Xander would be a good fit. Xander and then someone like a Zoomer, just to quote him. He said like Xander and like a Zoomer would fill out the spot, or will fill out the roster just fine, and Sentinels would remain competitive. So nice chat with Sean. Very nice dude as well. Very, very conversational, extroverted. Very cool to have that talk with him. Rob Moore took a photo with him. The only bad thing about the venue was honestly the lighting. It was like it was like half lit throughout the entire venue. So I took a photo with Rob Moore, but the photo turned out pretty ass. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'll throw it up out here. Maybe I won't. But got to see Rob Moore. Didn't catch his signature because he was like in a rush, like during the second half of the event. But really cool just to see everyone, all the big people from Sen just appearing in this event. So very fun to watch. Honestly, I wasn't disappointed when Sentinels lost versus C9, because I'm telling you guys right now, once that Sen versus C9 match was going on, pretty much the majority of the people in the venue were tired. I'm not gonna lie. We were all fueled by Red Bull. We've been there all day. We've been there 10 hours at this point. We were pretty fucking tired as fans and viewers in the building. I can only imagine how the players felt after playing that grueling ass series with a major ass comeback. I mean, they only had about 15 minutes of downtime before they played Cloud9. So I wasn't too mad at how they performed, because honestly, they could have been mentally fatigued. Cloud9 were chilling for like an hour and a half after they won their match versus Moist Rebellion. So the primary objective or the primary goal wasn't for me to see Sen win the event. I just didn't want them to get bounced out versus YFP. That's it. So they put up a hell of a match versus YFP. Great, almost another great comeback on that second map against Cloud9. They fell a little bit short, but hey, all good. Shout out to Cloud9. Shout out to Oxy. I took a photo with the player Vic, because Vic played great that event. He played great in that series versus Sen as well. So shout out to Vic. Took a photo with him. Cool dude, mellow dude. And yeah, after the matches ended, John QT came out, Zelsis came out first, took photos with fans. So I was first there, and then security got everyone out the building because it was 9 p.m. So we were outside the building, and that's when Zekin came out. And then took more photos with fans. Redux was out, and it was cool. Yeah, just everyone just going their own ways. Kaplan came out the building, but he was a little bit more in a rush, so didn't get a chance to catch Kaplan. But excellent event, just 10 out of 10. I had so much fun. This video was more so me yapping about the event, but it's really me just speaking about my experience. Again, I threw up as many videos and clips and photos that I took at the event, but very, very fun. Again, shout out to Red Bull. Shout out to Sen. If you were there, please drop your experience in the comments down below. And if you're watching the broadcast, who were you watching? Were you watching the official broadcast, or were you watching the watch party with Tarek and Tense? Let me know down in the comments below. How do you feel about Sen? A lot more off-season to come. First thing that's coming up next is Sen is going to officially announce who's going to be a part of the roster, and then afterwards they have a couple of show matches. They have their own tournament happening in early November, so plenty of more off-season to come. This was just the beginning. Be excited, because I have a big feeling that this season is just going to be fun. It's just going to be fun. It's going to be really entertaining, so very excited. Next time I'll get to watch Sen, I was thinking maybe early November for the Sen Classic tournament, or the Sentinels Invitational, whatever it was called. Maybe that. If not, possibly the Tarek and Ludwig, if they're holding another one later in the year. If not, definitely guaranteed 2025 with the start of the new VCT season. 100% I'll be going to that. So I'll be watching them very, very soon. But other than that, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I appreciate the support on the videos, just the new subs, clicking the like button. I appreciate all the support. We're over 600 subscribers now. Last time I checked, I was at 620. Let's see if we can get 700 subscribers. That'd be dope as fuck. Extended goal, if we can hit 1,000 by the end of the year, that'd be sick too. But love you guys. My name was Six Paths. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next time.